All right, let's head down to Pinedo for this one.
The sprawling metropolis of Pinedo.
I'll tell you what, they love to run the football. Woodland loves to run the football. The clock
should be a quick game.
I was going to say.
You'll be back here at 9.
Done at about 8:30. They love to run the football. Both teams do. We saw Van Brockland. Last week we talked about the matchup against Bluffton and Dwayne Eskridge and Woodland. Wow, 57 to 6. I didn't see it being that lopsided.
No, I thought Bluffton would at least score some points. And, you know, to not do that, I mean, that's a tremendous props to that defense. We talk so much about the Woodland offense, but to go in there and shut out Bluffton. And Dwayne Eskridge had his yards, but I think he only had 10 or 11 touches throughout the game. So to limit him was a tremendous job. And, you know, I mean, Southern Wells, in my opinion, and Adams Central at the end of the year, the only two teams that have a shot of beating Woodland at this point in the ACAC. So it's up to the Raiders 4-0 on Friday to try to get it done. And the Raiders, they run the football with a little bit more diversity than Woodland does. Although we've seen Woodland spread it around a little bit more in recent weeks, they've got 4 guys on this Southern Wells team that have rushed for over 200 yards this season. It starts with stole my stat.
That's what I was gonna. You were gonna say that?
I was.
I think I stole it.
It was in the bank.
I think I stole it from your story on the internet. So I'll give you credit anyway. Bryce Bonawit leads this team. I've pronounced it Bonewit many times. I apologize. Bonawit. He's got 381 yards already. They go down to Park Tudor, win a game in Indianapolis on the road. How do you stop an offense like Southern Wells that is churning out the yards on Friday nights? You make them one-dimensional. Sounds easy enough, but they have, like you mentioned, 4 guys with over 200 yards rushing this year. Bonawit leads them at 381, I think. You need to slow down that running attack. If you make them one-dimensional, Bonawit has only thrown 12 times in 4 games. They do not want to have to throw the ball and beat you that way. So if you can really bottle up that offensive front and make things difficult for them to run, that puts in the Raiders in a position they do not want to be, relying on the pass. So that is the key, I think, Friday night for Woodland. 310 yards a game is what Southern Wells is averaging coming in. That's crazy. That is insane. Coach Yenser doing a great job with those guys. And it sounds easy enough. Okay, all you got to do is stop the run. Well, you know, some teams win state championships by running the ball for 300-plus yards and not passing it. So it's not saying that eventually they're going to run into a team that can't stop it. They may be that good at running the ball where teams just can't slow down that offensive line and those running backs. Yeah, and on the flip side, you mentioned the quality of the Woodland defense, giving up 6.8 points a game this year through 4 games. Pretty impressive. Yeah, it's crazy good. We talk so much about Mitchell Van Brockland, but that defense, I mean, you know, they're tremendous and they're stopping a lot of teams. Have they been tested? Not sure. I mean, the big test last week was Dwayne Eskridge, and they answered that one. I'm thinking down the road, deep run in the postseason. Can Woodland do it? And every week I'm thinking, well, you know, maybe they can make a deep run, because I think as much as they're going to score offensively, a deep run is going to be focused on that defense. They're going to have to stop some people. So far, they've done it. All right. Now, we got Week 5 coming up. It's Week 5 on Friday night. What are you most looking forward to, and what have you seen throughout the first half of the season that's impressed you the most? The thing with Snyder is, as dominant as they have looked offensively, they've given up a lot of points. And I don't know if that is because they are up so much and they're getting some young guys experience, or there's a bigger issue there with giving up a lot of points. Does that affect them in winning the sack? Really, I don't think so, because I think they can outscore anybody if they play well enough. But in terms of a deep postseason run, there's some questions on that defense that I want to see answered in the second half of the year, because they have a brutal second half schedule going into the playoffs. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know, and maybe I'm looking too much into it, and maybe Coach Tippmann will tell me. But I'm sure Coach Tippmann, knowing him, is very concerned with the amount of points they're giving up defensively, whether it's the first string or the fourth string. Yeah, he doesn't like to see those points on the board. No, he does not. He does not, and of course we'll be back next week talking Week 6 Inside the Zone. But for now, he's Justin, I'm Glenn, and we'll see you then.